Alright, so this video is tip for students new to blended learning. And so these are just my few tips for students who are starting to do blended learning. So first is the syllabus, and the syllabus I learned very quickly is it's like a piece of gold. So consult the syllabus to learn the rules and the expectations in a blended environment. You'll find a whole lot of information there. The syllabus will also provide you with a calendar of assignments so you can manage your time wisely. It is estimated that you're going to spend between 2 and 6 hours, maybe more, on a module or on a section per week. So you need to be able to manage the time that you're going to spend in the blended environment. Your syllabus will have your instructor's contact information, my contact information on it, so you can get a hold of me for questions. Your blend site. Make sure you choose a username and password that you can remember to be able to get into your blend site. Okay, so make sure it's something that you can easily remember. It's nice to see who you are and who you're interacting with, so it'd be nice for you to add a picture to your profile. Schedule time to revisit your blend site in order to see what posts are new either after you've responded or if you visit later in the week. Make sure that you come back and revisit periodically in order to see what has gone on since you were last on. Discussions. Contribute to discussions and check back to see what you missed. This is exactly what I just said. Contribute. If you're somebody who likes to get things done early, like me, I will have gotten it done earlier in the week, and then you need to just keep checking back to see what has been added so that way you can see what other people have said and learn from them. Use short paragraphs to make reading easier. The longer the paragraphs, the more people have to scroll, and sometimes it just looks like it's way too long and people just skim through it. Capital letters is shouting, so you want to make sure that you use capital letters sparingly, and make sure that you know that when you do it, it is intended to be a shouting voice. Humor can be misinterpreted sometimes, and make sure that if you're saying something with sarcasm, you cannot tell voice inflection from what is being typed onto a computer. So if you are meant to say it humorously, or if it's meant to be funny and it doesn't seem to be coming across that way, make sure you label it with a little smiley face, or just don't use it at all. Read and reread your assignments for spelling and grammar and meaning before submitting them, to make sure that the best part of you is coming through on your assignments when you submit them. When you reply to somebody's discussion, make sure you hit reply so that way you stay in the same thread. So that way you're replying to that person's response. Address the person by name so that way we know who is being addressed, and then sign your name to the post. Be polite, okay? Remember, everything can be seen. Disagreeing and citing. It is okay to disagree with someone, but you have to have good reasons. You can't just disagree just to disagree, okay? So make sure that you can give good reasons for your beliefs. Be respectful of others' thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Goes along with being polite. And then identify any sources that you use in order to back up your thinking. Any quotes, any references, and any resources. Notice that I have been doing that with all of my pictures. Questions. If you're confused, go in and reread earlier postings to see what other people have posted. And sometimes once you see how other people have interpreted the question, you can figure out how you want to answer it. Okay? Ask others in class for help, because they may be able to better help with questions that you have. And lastly, know how to contact your instructor in order to get the questions that you have answered. So remember that syllabus thing we talked about, it will be in that contact information will be on that. Remember to have fun. Have fun Be open to new experiences. Ask questions. Learn new things about the content, about yourself, about technology, and then go and teach others, because only when you can teach others have you truly learned the material. And those are my tips for students new to blended learning.